Hello everyone, it is Duchess and Corn, if you can see an extra little paw in here. I'm Duchess, this is my channel, Dutchess Divinity, and we do lots of stuff here, but I'm doing a little love pick a card today. Geek it. You can pick from any of the groups, you can pick all of the groups. This will be a quick one. So we got group 1, group 2, group 3, and I'm going to do a little bit of a different reading style today. I have a lot of different reading styles, so I'm going to do this one. So Spirit, I've already said a prayer, I've already set my intentions, and we'll get right into it. So Spirit, please tell me, what is the message for group 1? Alright. So right now in love, you're being asked to let go of control issues. You're also being asked to focus on money and career and also how much you value yourself. I think that you're becoming more expensive in the sense that you're not just like sharing your energy willy-nilly with people, and you have a certain set of requirements it takes for somebody to get into your life or for you to even consider allowing them in your life. I think you're getting better at picking up on red flags because look at all this red. And also I think you're protecting your inner child here, and I feel like there's a future that you're creating, that you're protecting for yourself. I also think there are a lot of men who are trying to make you feel, or it could be women, that are trying to make you feel like they're God's gift to earth, and it's like, you're like, no, dude, like, I'm the prize, I'm the gift. Here with forgiving and learning, I feel as though there's a lot that, you're moving through and healing with deception and the mask. You could have been hurt in the past, and so it kind of made you put up a mask and not really, be as forthcoming because you have your walls up. And I almost feel like Spirit's saying that's actually a good thing that you have this mask up, because you're not just like I said, you're making your energy more expensive. You're not just letting people in willy-nilly and letting them treat you and do whatever they want. Look at all this red. There's so much root chakra healing. The throat chakra is healing as well, and you're really recognizing the red flag. Somebody from the past is feeling like really fucking regretful. I feel like if somebody cheated or like took advantage of your kindness or your patience, I feel like I almost feel like they're stuck with someone they really don't like. So they could have made a wrong choice and like chose someone else over you, or it's like they chose their family over you or something like that, and it's like they are not happy with their choice because the person that they chose is constantly screwing up, and they are not happy, and they can't even look at them. And also this is like their reflection on self. They have certain spirits that are looking down on them too, that are forcing them to, you're mirroring each other here. So you have these spirits that are protecting you and making you like look at your own value and other people's behavior for what it is, and they have spirits as well talking to them, being like, this is what you get, like, you made your bed, now lay in it. And it's like this person doesn't want to hear, because they have that little hearing horn thing like Beethoven, and it's like they didn't want to hear you out, and you said, fine, I will take my inner child and go. And now they're stuck in this situation that they feel like isn't really worth it. I feel like they listened to their friends or their family over what it is that they were actually feeling in this relationship, and they're deeply regretful, and I almost feel like they're like frozen in time right now. Yeah, and it's like during this time they're really realizing like what they had, and look at, she's wearing white, and it's like they're thinking like, oh man, that like this pile 1 really could have been the one, and I really messed it up. And there are all these little cherubs around you too, so there could be spirit babies or past life babies. But worry not, Spirit has got, like, just trust that like Spirit has all of this under control, because we have your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing or spiritual path. So it's like all of this happened to show you how to have better boundaries, to show you your value, and to show them your value, especially here with finances and career, because you could pop off or like suddenly get a raise or have some sort of like come into some sort of money, and it's like they would have just kept going behind your back and not treating you as worthy because they were feeling unworthy based on what it is that you were creating. They would be feeling demasculated. So it's like all the masks have to come off for them, and the masks had to come on for you, so that you could realize that you're the prize, they could realize that you're the prize, and this is all part of the plan. Spirit's like, don't worry, it's like all part of the plan. And right now, ask your spirits to be with you and help you, because they really want to, like, they want you to enjoy this period of time where you're going through these growing pains. Like, it doesn't have to be so painful. They want to be there to support you. Excuse me. So lean on good friends, and also lean on your spirits, like your spirit friends. And look, she's getting ready for a wedding, so it's like, fear not, because whether it's with this person or not, you're meant to be loved. Like I said, you're recognizing your value and your worth, and whether this situation was just a lesson or the end goal and the end game, look, it's like they won't really let you see through the crystal ball. It's like the babies, the little spirits can see, but you can't. But she's like, you just have to enjoy where you're at, okay? So the more you're in the moment, the easier this will be. All right, that's what I have for you, pile one. Oop, and then on the bottom, we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So you're right there. You're right there, dude. You're right there, okay? So just focus on you, focus on your money, focus on your worth, okay? Pile 2. Pile 2, Spirit. What can you tell me about pile 2? So I actually see there's a lot of fairies around you right now. I also feel like they're working on granting a wish for you. Right now it's really about just staying positive, staying in a good vibration, being mindful of the music you're listening to, because the music you listen to really can define your mood, okay? And Archangel Uriel is with you as well. We have lights out, so you've been kept hidden from the end game of what's going to happen to you. I just heard spiritually, emotionally, financially, and in love. So maybe right now you feel, this is my cotton-headed Ninny Muggins card, where it feels like you can't think straight. You kind of just feel like a doll, and you have no idea what's going on. And you're like, I'm just here. That's you, because it's like you can't, maybe you're really good at seeing the future, and I just saw you throw your hands in the air and be like, screw it, like, I don't even want to know. I don't need to know. Because with Newsflash here, yo, ideas are coming your way, all set. That card is about being like the divine giving you really strong messages and really strong signs, but it's like the 3D isn't necessarily mirroring what is coming through from the 5D, and it's just because, like, as above, so below, right? It has to take time to come from the 5D to the 3D, and I just heard you say, Dutchess, I've been waiting, I've given plenty of time, and Spirit's like, well, when you have a really big manifestation, it might be a really big chunk of time, or a really big lesson might take a really big chunk of time. And this card is all about doing things differently. Like, it's not supposed to be the same for you as it is for everybody else. Look, upside down city above her head while she's like walking in a beautiful misty it also looks like a forest. Like, I've never seen it as an upside down city before, but I did today, and then it looks like I always usually see it that she's walking in a forest, but it's like you were raised on certain ideals or thoughts that maybe weren't what's best for you, or not how your life path is going. So you feel like everything's going wrong because it's not going exactly how you thought it would based on the way you were being raised. So here with Angelic Personal Trainer, it's like the archangels are really working on your mindset right now, because like it wasn't ever supposed to be the way you thought it would be. It was always supposed to be this other way, because you have to pave a way to a new reality. You have to pave a way. So if you've been wanting to reconcile with someone, your mending day is on the way. It's not gonna be ugly, but it's gonna get dramatic. It's gonna get, like, when you do have this day where you get to say what it is you need to say, and you have these conversations, make sure you get it all out, like, let it out. And it might feel a little dramatic, and it might feel a little upsetting, or, like, not necessarily upsetting, just emotionally charged to feel all these things. Know that, like, you're meant to, and you're supposed to, and, like, being human isn't supposed to be perfect and shiny and whatever. It's supposed to be raw and ugly and weird and smelly sometimes, because humans are gross sometimes. Dang it, now I'm gonna have to cut that out. I can't stand that I cannot swear on this platform. I'm not going to go on a tangent about censorship and freedom of speech, because I could go on for the next 7 days about how I feel about that. But maybe you've been feeling kind of restricted, like you couldn't say what you needed to say in this relationship. And so it's like you finally are going to get your chance on this mending day to say what you need to say. Say it all. I just heard that John Mayer song, say what you need to say. Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, they're all, like, a lot of the archangels are with you, and they're just asking you to answer the call right now to what it is that your soul needs to do, and understand that you're doing a good job. They know it's not easy. You're blooming where you're planted, right? Like the roses that come up through the cracks of the cement and everything like that. You're blooming where you're planted. And it's about just doing it with grace, and you are. Yeah, you're about to get an eyeful from this, like, you've been waiting for a conversation, you've been waiting for an apology, you've been waiting for an acknowledgement. And you could have done spell work to get it, and it's all going to come rushing in at once, and you're going to get a huge Eiffel Tower. What's the last thing this deck wants to tell us? So, it's about, okay, right. So, here with Wombful, Vampire Two-Step, and Archangel of Mental Makeovers. The Archangels, like I said, are with you really, really strong. They're working on you mind, body, and soul right now, and shifting you so that you no longer let people, places, or things take advantage of you and suck the life out of you. There are too many people in your life who have opinions on you or try to tell you what to do or control you. This is about breaking those chains, breaking those connections, and moving forward, doing what it is that you want, even if it's not what other people think you should be doing or not what you thought you'd be doing with your life. You're about to get the answers that you seek where you've been clouded and blocked. You're about to get the full view. So what all you really need to do is move forward on your path and trust that everything is working out exactly as it's supposed to be. You just got to be warmly receptive and charge it like a credit card. You have to trust that it's all falling into place, okay? I feel like you're going to have the answers you seek. The crows outside, the crows agree with me. I feel like you're going to have the answers that you seek by Christmas. And it might be a little messy, like I said, but it's all worth it in the end, and you can have fun along the way. All right, thank you, Group 2. That's what I have for you. Moving on to Group 3. All right, Group 3. Spirit, what's the message for Group 3 from this deck? Okay, birthing a new age. So first of all, you could be creating something new in your life. You could be starting a new business, starting a new friendship, starting a new group. Like I just saw people like reading. So maybe you're starting like a book club or a class or something like that. You also could be pregnant or, you know, wanting to get pregnant and start a family. With protection right now, it's about, I just feel like your light is really bright, and so there could just be some really nasty spirits that are, like, clinging to you during this time. And so with protection, Spirit's just saying that, like, with every really bright light usually comes moths to the flame, right? So it's, like, the crazy thing about moths, though, is they will off themselves in the flame. So, like, sometimes I just watch them fly into the fire, and then they're donezo. And so it's like, as much as these moths try to come to the flame, they can't touch you. It'll only be at their own detriment if they try to hurt you, basically. But it's really necessary that you cut cords, call back your power, and take your soul back, because it's like these things are trying to leech off of your soul, and it's important that you don't let them. You're breaking certain ancestral chains and patterns in your family. Like, there's been certain things happening in your family line for so many years. What is that song I'm hearing? The Grants by Lana Del Rey. When she's like, I'm doing it for us, for our family line. It's like right now you're working so hard on yourself and clearing old pain, suffering, and patterns from your family line. I feel like the ones that are connected to you are like no joke. And it's reminding me, I brought this deck out one time. I used to be like the fortune teller at Safegrad. If you don't know what Safegrad is, where I'm from, they will have the kids sleep overnight on the night of graduation of high school at like a fun place, so that they don't go out and drink, because so many kids where I'm from were like passing away from getting in drunk driving car accidents. So it's like I used to go and I was like the fortune teller, and I just remember I pulled this card for a boy one time, and he just like shuddered, like he like was shaking, he like his whole body shuddered, and his friend like grabbed him and was like, because I was like, you're breaking ancestral curses. I was like, you're a sleeping giant and it's time to wake up. And it like just activated him so heavily that he started like shaking. And his friend was like so amazing as well. Like she had a visceral response to her card pull. It was like old souls, like little kid bodies, old souls, right? Because they're just graduating high school. And I could just tell he was carrying a huge burden for his family, and I'm getting the same vibes from that with this group. But you're here to say yes, you're here to change things, you're here to be the one to start a new way. You go first, the universe will catch you. So it's like Spirit's just asking that you trust right now, and you have to trust that like on this path of healing and making all these sacrifices for your family, love shows up along the way. So whether you have it or not, yeah, trust your path. If you knew you'd be supported, what would you do? You have to trust that like the path is already laid for you, and that along the way it's all working out perfectly. You don't have to try, you don't have to work so hard to force things. You just let things be, let them come in. You have some sort of grandmother spirit that's coming through, that's protecting you and watching over you, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. And you also have many ancestors, because like this is a card of ancestors. So you have the grandmother card and the ancestor card. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So it's like while you're breaking these curses, while you're shifting these things, you have so much backing you up. And you just have to trust that your path is guided. And in love, what you need right now is you need to mother yourself, and you need to take the lead for yourself. So not forcing, not being like pushy, not making things happen, but leading yourself and your love relationships in the direction that you want. Make sure you maintain control, not in like a manipulative way, but in a way of like, this is not dictating my mind, this is not dictating my actions, I'm not going outside of my integrity, I remain in control, right? It's like it's like the healthy masculine energy. And then how can you mother yourself? Like right now you really need like hugs and support and physical touch. So try tapping or self-massage. You're learning how to speak up for yourself right now. You're learning how to lead. You could be learning how to like keep friendships too. You might not be great at keeping friendships because it's like you've just been abandoned so much that you have learned how to do it all on your own. You have a double mission here with your person. So you and your romantic person are changing the world and uplifting humanity. And it's like you're kind of like laying the foundations in friendship now to get you to where you want to be in love. And it's like you've been working so hard for Spirit. Just know that like they're working hard for you too. Answer the call. And so your soul was called for a mission bigger than you, and just understand that it's happening for you, not to you. So try not to be too resentful. And then we have you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So that's what I have for you, group 3, and then I have a bonus message as well. So these are going to be higher self thoughts from your person, from their higher self. You make me feel vulnerable, which makes me feel weak. It's how I was raised. Please, I need space. So I feel like your person could be waking up to their gifts right now, or waking up to the situation that you guys are in, that it's like deeper than what they thought it was, or than something they've ever experienced. And then we have you've been running through my dreams lately, so they could be having like really crazy prophetic dreams about you, or really just spiritual dreams. And then we have I see a future with you, you bending over for someone else because you're mine. If only you knew how much I care about you and care about us. Maybe like 3 more. I loved you before I even knew you. I want to hear you scream my name. Let's get one more. Ooh, I just gasped. I don't know, maybe your person makes you gasp. I love you. I loved you before I even knew you. I love you. And then we have I am sad about what happened between us. I never wanted things to get this way. I intend to marry you. Can I come back? Will you cuss me out or reject me if I do? And then we also have quarantine has me messed up. Just gonna censor myself. Wishing you were still mine. Some regrets. And I just feel like maybe there were choices that were made during the very traumatizing years of 2020 to now that are regretful, and they're reflecting on them. but they do want you back because you make them feel happy, safe, and loved, and they find your beauty just remarkable. Alright, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Like if you liked it, comment if you got something to say, subscribe if you feel like it, and I will see you another time. Alright, bye-bye. Love ya. And I will see you another time. Okay, bye. Love you.